All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Darkest Dungeon. Well, we've got the Lost and Found event, activated it in the last quest that we did. Hoville, engaged in pleasures of the flesh. Harcourt as well. Monceau, engaged in flagellation. Oh, he's no longer masochistic? Okay, that's wonderful. Ligonier did the same, flagellated. Bonvalet prayed, Pickery prayed, Raincourt and Marroward meditated, both. Tardif underwent treatment. Bad Gambler removed. Fear of Eldritch removed. Hieromania removed. Controlled. Drink. These were the only two wasting as well, so that's fine. We came back with the blood that we took, so that was also good. Nobody got cursed in the last dungeon, even though we got attacked by bloodsuckers one times. And, Tyrell actually resisted the Crimson Curse, which is pretty unusual and I am very grateful about that. So yeah, collected the long-abandoned relics scattered in the cove, and that's how we activated the Lost and Found event. Pretty excited. Wow. Absolutely nothing in here. Really disgusting. We have more crests now. I used half of them last time to finish upgrading the Survivalist. It's 100% now. I think that's every building up to 100%. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. See, Blacksmith, 100%. Guild. Survivalist, we already looked at. Tavern. Abbey, 100. Sanitarium, 100. Nomad Wagon, 0. Graveyard, fully upgraded. Full.
In time,
Ancestors'
you will
Memoirs.
know the tragic extent of my failings.
Exactly. So yeah, everything except the Nomad Wagon, which I rarely ever upgrade anyway. 25,000 for this. Very rare. Plus 20% damage, increase to bleed skill, reduced healing received, and reduced healing skills. I guess it's worth it. That increase to bleed skill is pretty good, but the damage is huge. Bleed resist. Bleed charm. I thought the bleed charm was what we picked up from the dungeon last time, but it obviously isn't. What was it then? I know it was a heart with a stake through it. This one. Blood charm. I see. Not to be confused with the bleed charm, which I thought we had one already, but clearly we don't. Interesting. We're not worried about it though. I may eventually upgrade the Nomad Wagon, but I mentioned last time I was saving crests for a new building, and so that is going to be my focus. We have basically no stress from the last run. Marroward here needs disease treated. He has a black plague, and it's pretty horrific. There are few so horrible as that. We still have quite a lot of low-level characters. Let's look at what we can do. Blood and Iron, fantastic job last time. The Arbalist leveled up Jose to 4 from 3, so that's pretty exceptional. Activate animalistic shrines for fresh air in the tunnels. The Formless Flesh is the one that we're up against next. We got the Bleed Resist, an increase to max HP Flesh Trophy, or Flesh Heart Trophy. 30 crests, 15,000 gold, and a Blasphemous Vial. This time. Next time it will likely be different. But this one is probably where we'll go. We'll set up an attack on the flesh, because as you probably know by now, this gives us a buff to damage and resolve XP, which is irrelevant, but damage in our next quest here. So yeah, also faced Thing from the Stars last time in the Cove, and we made out with this. Thing's phase shifting hide. Reduce stress at different health levels, different amounts of stress. So that's very cool. I say we made out with it. You guys know what I mean. I don't mean we made out with it, but we did. Okay, so let's get together a crew for the Warrens. So bleeding will be ideal, and we have just about one of every class that's level 6 already. So it should be a pretty easy find, trying to figure out who to take with us. I do need to go back into the courtyard and kill the Baron. I said it last time too, and we will get around to it. I just needed a break from that place, because I hit that like 3 or 4 times in a row, the courtyard, between actually attacking the Baron and gathering blood for another assault on him. It was like 3 or 4 in a row, so I'm done with it for a minute. After we do this one and this one, then we'll probably head straight back into it. We may have to get a little bit more blood between now and then, but yeah, we should be able to get into it. Yeah, let me put together a team for this run.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Well, I'm about to cry. Fiery hot tears of rage and self-loathing. Incomparable. So last week, you might know, because I probably tacked it onto the front of this video, that I was getting prepared to activate the Fresh Air in the Tunnels event in the hamlet by going into the Warrens and, yeah, destroying the animalistic shrines. I did. When I tabbed out of the game to select a party composition that would suit the Warrens, I paused my recording so that I didn't have to edit that out later on. Of course, I forgot to unpause it when I came back in and put the party together and started up the run. So I went through that entire dungeon without recording it. And let me tell you, of course, it was one of the most intense and difficult dungeons that I've ever been on. Edge of my seat kind of stuff. Let's take a look at what we did last week, though. The Black Plague, we got treated, so that's good. Imposter Syndrome, we got treated. He's a mercenary, Niat, so I still thought it was important to get rid of that, because it's a pretty bad one. Slow Draw, reduced speed on the first round for McRae. Center Pot, we took away Ascetic, which is reduced healing received for his own healing ability. Bullion is controlled. Tustain is thirsting. Bossier is thirsting. We've got controlled. Nobody drank this week, which is pretty good. Fresh Air in the Tunnels was activated. Resolve XP in Warrens on the next quest. But the big thing is the bonus damage that we're going to be able to do to the Formless Flesh. Penel, Papon, Dismas, and Louet all went in there. They did a fantastic job. Papon was our main healer and barely did his job. Not any fault of his own, but just because the enemies would not attack him for most of the time. Penel and Dismas were their main targets. Louet hardly ever got scratched. I think I had to do lick wounds 2 times for him, and he was basically healed full health the rest of the time. I think he ate a little bit of food and stuff too whenever we went camping. And yeah. Man, before we even got to the camp, Penel was already afflicted and became masochistic, so that was pretty rough. By the time we did actually camp, she wouldn't even accept any stress heal there, so his therapy dog thing only worked for Dismas and Papon. Then we got him treated with a little bit of stress relief, and we were able to get her stress relieved with the Encourage abilities, finally. We went through the entire dungeon, and all 3 quest locations were at the very end. Like, the very last 3 hallways were all of the quest locations. So we had to fight all of our way there. Our inventory was full the entire time trying to get over there. So by the time we finally got to the last quest locations, she ended up having 2 heart attacks and survived both of them. all three of these guys were on death's door at one point in one of the final battles, and he was able to, no, he had already healed her that battle, and you can only use that healing ability one time per battle, if I'm not mistaken. It was this one, 2 times per battle, so he had healed twice that battle, and then all 3 of them after that were on death's door. 2 of them were bleeding, so he used Reclaim on these 2, and they were only taking 4 points of bleed per round for 3 rounds. The Reclaim does 4 points of restoration per round for 3 rounds, and so it perfectly offset the amount of bleeding that they were taking at death's door. Of course, that, though, stacked onto him twice, 5 bleeding per round for 3 rounds, so he was taking 10. The end of that battle, I had just enough food to feed him and a little bit to these 2 and move on. I crept down the last 2 hallways, peeking ever so slowly to try to see if we were going to run into anything. Obviously, you can't see a battle as it's coming in that way, but I did that to see if we could find the quest locations, and finally in the last room that we entered, the scouting chance procced, and we were able to see where the last location was. Thankfully, it was past 2 curios. It was an egg sack, a stack of books, and then the quest location, so we were able to complete the quest and get out of there. I feel like the biggest idiot for not having unpaused the recording for y'all to be able to catch that, and it only punishes me because now I have to record an entire other episode right in line with the other 2 episodes that I've recorded today in order to get out the content for you folks, so I apologize for that. It was an incredible time, and I'm sorry that you missed it, and it's all my fault, and I feel horrible about it, but I can't do anything about it now. There's no way that I can go back a week and reclaim anything, because it wasn't lost data in the first place. It was just stupidity. Let's see what we could do here. Corvid's curiosity procced 1 time, 2 times. She dug into things that she wasn't supposed to, so I want to get rid of that. But she also has Grey Rot and Red Plague, all from that 1 dungeon. Man, it was really intense stuff. I need to stop talking about how crazy it was so that y'all don't feel terrible for missing it. So she won't pray. That's okay. Does she get bonus? No. Alright, so we'll just throw her in here to the flagellation thing. Patron is cursed and Dismas is, so I don't want them in here. Lue could come in here with her. The meditation should be plenty. He's just over half, so that should have him treated. And then Dismas, you could get away with Bar. And Pepon, you might be able to... Oh, you only flagellate though, don't you? Yeah, you won't do anything else, so I'll just have to wait until next week to treat you. And Benel's going to be in the sanitarium next 2 weeks, so it'll be fine. If we need a flagellant, we'll take Duval for anything else. What a mess. Oh, it probably wasn't in the recording either that I couldn't use the Lost and Found event for any of our heroes because they're all fully upgraded. To the point that they can be, right? Level 4s can only have level 4 goodies, which doesn't make any sense because level 3s can have level 4 and level 2s can have level 3, but level 4s can only be at level 4, so whatever. Oh, I'm so frustrated now, and I don't think it makes any sense to do anything but this one. Raider's Talisman, I think we picked that up recently, didn't we? No, we didn't. So that would be a unique trinket, as well as the Flesh Heart Trophy, which I'm pretty excited about. And yeah, the extra damage, 15% damage. It doesn't sound like much, but it will help a lot, I'm sure. So let me try to put together a team. I don't know if I won't pause it this time, but I'll definitely try to remember to unpause it, because I need to get into the habit of it. I was trying to do it so I would have less to edit, and now I have to edit this onto the other one. Or figure out a way for it to make sense. I don't know. We'll see what happens and what I can do to make this a decent episode. Yeah, without making it too long at the same time. But yeah, let me get a team together to take on the Formless Flesh. Okay, I double checked and I am recording right now. So we've got Kingdom Undone here. These three are cursed, which is a little bit sad, but we'll see how it goes. Craving, craving, wasting. So we'll have to take quite a bit of blood with us. And then Tyrell is leading the group as the holiest man. But yeah, I think this is a pretty decent group. These two can do bleeding. He is a decent healer when it procs, and then he, of course, deals damage, plainly. So, the Formless Flesh, I can't remember what it's classified as. I don't know. It might be Eldritch. That would make sense, but we'll just find out once we get there, I guess. Okay, as per usual, he's taking in these, probably. He's not using healing skills, but he might use his stress skills. The increase to max HP is the big thing, and then protection reduces stress, reduces speed a little bit, but it should be okay. Look at all those. Look at all those big, beautiful stats. Or we could take Death Blow Resist, healing skills, stress heal received, reduces damage. I'm not into that. I think this will be okay, and then he's got his stats already. The Jester, we don't take these guys out very often. Let's see what we've got for him. Reduce stress, increase stress at low torch. We don't have to worry about lowering the torch, so this wouldn't be too bad. Increase to stress skill percent, we'll take that. Increase to crit, I think is fine. The bleed skill I'm interested in, but I think this thing is pretty garbage when it comes to bleed resistance. Hopefully that's the case. Damage for melee skills. In this position, he doesn't have access to a lot of his melee skills. Collect bounty he can use. Finish him he can use. Okay, he does. He has access to all of them except uppercut. So flashbang for a stun and shuffle we probably won't use. Marked for death is only going to be useful for him. Nobody else gets any benefit from it. So if he can mark something and it stays in its position long enough for him to collect bounty on it, then he will get a good amount of damage on it. It's a lot of ifs, but that's just where we are at it. He has a stun ability that he could take advantage of. If we decided to take it, he could have a stun ability as well, but I think having the Abyssal Artillery is going to be more important for him, and being able to reduce protection or dodge is also very important. Being able to mark as well is going to help free him up to just do damage instead of having to worry about marking and doing damage. We'll just see how it works out in the turn order and things like that. Because his speed is 9, 7, 11, 1. So he'll probably be going last. He'll be going first, second, third, fourth, like that. And the Formless Flesh, I think it depends on which form it takes in which position, the speeds that it has. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we can do here. So damage for melee skills will still be applicable. Move and stun skills will be reduced. That's okay. I'm not worried about that at all. Stress heal received while camping. Increase the scouting chance. I kind of like that. I would kind of like to take that, but I think we could benefit from better abilities here. Debuff resist. Reduces stress. Stun resist. Increase to dodge. All of those are really good. He's cursed as well, so we could even benefit from curse things. This is pretty good. Increase to max HP and dodge. Reduces accuracy a little bit. His accuracy mod is already only 0, so I'm kind of hesitant to take that. Increased damage versus Eldritch. Fortify, Virtue. Wasting I don't want to take. Martyr Seal, we seem to have bad luck with that. Every time I take it, somebody dies. Reduces damage I don't like. He's not in position 1. Beast, I said I don't know how it's classified, so I don't know if that would be applicable. Reduced to... okay, this is skill chance, this is resistances. And then damage versus Eldritch. What was the other... this one? Increase to bleed resist. But that reduced HP is kind of harsh. I guess he has a higher HP than most of the other guys, so if we take this, that should be helpful, and then he could have something like this. But he already has the wand that gives him, yeah, 15% damage. So we'll take that. 20% damage. Debuff skill chance. I was kind of looking for healing increase. The Surgeon's Charm. There we go. 15% only, but it's still something. And I prefer that over Junia's head just because of the offset of stress. So nope, none of the curse characters are taking Crimson Curse trinkets, which is probably always a mistake, but this is the way that we're going. So Kingdom Undone against the Formless Flesh. Let me take care of some negative quirks. Oh man, this probably is going to be way too long of an episode, and again, I can't apologize enough times for that really dumb move. I wish it had been, yeah, a computer problem, but no, it was just me being dumb. Let's take 4 of them. Let's take at least 4 of them. We've got 1 wasting, 2 craving, so that should be okay. Maybe we just take a stack. We can always bring them back with us. We'll take 3 of them, maybe a couple of those, another 1 of those. Do we have shovels already? We don't. 3 should suffice. And then we could take, what else? I guess that'll do. We have a little bit of room for treasure, but not much. So I'll try to skip a few curios along the way. Normally when we go after a boss, we go straight to the boss and then collect treasure afterward. So that may be what we do this time as well. Let's cross our fingers and hope we can survive this.
The spasmodically squirming, braying, and snorting half-corpses were heaped each upon the other until at last I was rid of them. The warrens had become a landfill of snout and hoof, gristle and bone, a mountainous, twitching mass of misshapen flesh fusing itself together in the darkness. The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
I imagine it's this one, so we'll go straight there. Oh, he's already wasting, so he needs a blood. Relief at last, that's correct. I know I said we would skip these. Oh, it's holy water. I thought for sure it was bandages for this. That's okay. Tile is purified. I'll take it.
Waiting to be spent.
I mean, it's 875 gold. I guess that could be considered a fortune to someone who has 0. Oh, I didn't even check your skills. You're in the wrong position for these, that's for sure. I don't know. Huh. Okay. We'll just go at it, though. Bleed. Good. He's dead. I could kill him further. Now let's try and reduce the dodge. Nice. Good. Debuffed as well. Okay. You want to collect your bounty on him?
Obliterated.
Correct. Alright. Let's do a big stun on him if we can. 74% chance to hit. Do we have the damage to take him down this turn? Most likely. 69%. That's a guarantee. He lives.
Gently.
I should have said it's a guaranteed hit, not necessarily a guaranteed kill. Alright, Dirk, stab him, please.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, we'll take these. Toss the portraits, though, for the crest, sorry. Had a weird stick in my throat all of a sudden. Alright, so that's fine. You need new skills, though. I would like to throw Finale in there. Does this buff Finale damage? It does. I would kind of prefer Harvest, though. This does more damage per round. But this strikes 2. So every time 2 different units takes their turn, they're taking damage. So that's my excuse for using it. It also still buffs for Finale damage. So every time he uses it, there's a chance that... it's not a chance. Every time he uses it, this does more damage. And so once he uses this, he can Inspire or Battle Ballad will be good. I don't know how I got through all 4 of them checking their skills and missed him. Well, I do. I'm tired and dumb. We will come back for this, because our inventory is full. Oh, trapped.
Ambushed by foul invention.
At least he's not bleeding. We already did the last one. Let's just use up our last holy water. Why not? Oh. You would. I should have given it to one of them and activated Bloodlust, but it's almost more trouble than it's worth, if I'm honest. I thought it was better than what it is, but Bloodlust is actually kind of awkward. There's times that it turns out to be good, and then other times it's horrible. Oh, now he's wasting. Right click. I played this game before. I know how to activate items. So, I can never remember what these do. I know there's a chance that they get a lot of stress. Oh. And I don't know if there's a way to readily tell who could gain the least stress. Okay. 23. Nice dodge. We'll torch up again. There's one more room right before the end. And we're not scouting anything.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
I mean, we have the food. We'll go ahead and feast for the stress relief, because we're already stressed, amazingly. And only 2 food left means that we could probably empty out a slot easily. No problem. Prevents a nighttime ambush. We're doing it. Now this planned takedown, it's only versus size 2 dudes. The Formless Flesh is technically 4 size 1 dudes. I don't think it's considered all one thing. I could be wrong about that. Tracking reduces party surprise, I don't care about that. Dark Ritual we don't need. Can you give us some bonuses? Yeah. Reduces overall stress. Mockery we don't need. Turn back time we don't really need. Nobody's afflicted or that stressed out. Can somebody pep talk him? Yeah, you can. So he also has the buff to reduce his incoming stress. And no mortality debuffs. We already no, we didn't do this. We went with the performance, didn't we? That's okay. It all does the same thing. Yeah. There's no reason to do any of the rest of this, so I guess tracking. Reduce the chance that we're surprised. Nothing wrong with that. Pretty negligible bonuses, but it's something. And we could just move in. Try to take this thing on, I guess. Assuming it is here. I mean,
the light.
It could be somewhere else. But it normally is the room furthest away from the start. Oh, come on.
Watch your step.
Okay. Okay. 25% chance of negative quirk, bloodthirsty, 25% chance of nothing, 25% chance of disease, and 25% chance of treasure. I think we'll pass. Thanks, though.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Here it is. Yes, thank you for shifting.
Squirming, contorting, and ever expanding.
We're gonna harvest here.
Horror must be unmade.
This one is the weakest. It also has the least amount of protection at none. Yep, heal there. Okay, is it Eldritch? It is. Okay, so we can do 4 to 7 plus 2 to 3 to this thing. I don't see any reason why not. I guess I could argue that we mark it so that he can get damage, but you'll see.
A decisive pummeling.
We'll probably just go ahead and use Caltrops with the Bounty Hunter. Oh no.
Quickly the tide turns.
That's so much damage, holy cow. Mauls of Life, this is bleeding. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna Caltrops this one. I don't know why I chose that one. This one has a lower bleed resist, so that was a bad move. Don't get stunned, please. Thank you. Good job. We'll go ahead and use our items. Or else, Sir Mount will get mad at me. This one, 15 damage. I'm just kidding. He doesn't get mad. He just tells me that I need to use my items, and he's correct. Okay.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Yeah. Get so healed. Nice. That almost offset the damage that he took. Almost. And, yeah, 80, 60 for resistances. Let's go. Good. I didn't realize he could hit 2 targets at once. They both resisted the bleed, though, surprisingly. And again, that's way too much damage for us to take right now. I don't see how we're going to survive this at all. I don't remember him doing this much damage before. What are we looking at for this? 4 to 8 only. And with this, we could do 1 to 2, but then it's 4, 3 for 3 rounds. Reduces speed and increases damage taken. Has he already got increased damage taken? He does. I wonder if it would be worth it to hit him with this. We probably got 2 anti-venom though first. And I've already done away with all my holy water, which was a mistake. Oh. I can't stop making bad decisions, I tell you. Alright, you're going to want to bandage. And then, I guess, yeah. We can't really do a ton of damage to this guy, but we can do something. Okay, we've got one of these guys up close. That's good. Heal him, please. Nice. Good job. Yeah, he resisted the bleed. You're going to need a bandage as well. And then go ahead and hit these guys again. Hello. We've got 12 and 15. He's healed himself. Nice. Maws. Come on. Can you guys dodge just one time, please?
Of oblivion.
I'd really appreciate it if you could dodge even just one time. Bone Zephyrs and whatnot. What are we doing for damage up here? 14 to 27. 16 almost minimum. 18 taken. Undulating Invasion again. Can you please dodge just one time? Any of you? Please? Just one time? This guy. 23. Good. We're doing damage to him. We're doing a little bit of damage to him. Please don't get stunned. I need you. Okay. He's going for a big heal this time, because he's got 2 healers now. Oh, he almost offset the damage that he took there. Not quite, though, thankfully. That's not what I need. I needed a real heal. I really needed a heal there. I probably should have attacked him.
More blood.
Gotta be freaking kidding me.
Feeding the evil therein.
I've lost my dots. Ugh. There's no way we can kill him now. Yeah. 20. Is that 47? 8. He's taking 4 and 6. What can we do to this? 8 to 14. They're not at death's door right now, so we're just gonna deal it out. Come on. You can't do this to me. 8. Okay. It's manageable still. It's manageable still. Come on. Do we do this? 3 points? I don't think we do, you know? I think we're going for the big D. Let's see a 21 from you. Are you kidding me? Oh, the one time we needed it so bad. He's at death's door now.
And now the true test.
Do not fall.
Fast.
Listen to him. Attack my... No, attack the bounty hunter. Ugh. Nope. These guys have too much resistance. What's this? Oh, he's only got 5 health, though.
It is as grotesque in death as it was in life.
Oh, we did it, folks. We lost the Jester, but we did it.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We need those. Here's the journal page. And that's all he can eat, right? He's full. I wish there was another way that I could heal them, but whatever. Do we dare continue? Find a little bit more treasure, or do we just call it there and say it's done? See if we can find a little bit more treasure. We could at least open this treasure chest, right? This could be a battle right away, and I'm not up for a battle. I'm just looking for treasure. I was kind of hoping that we could scout once we get to one of these rooms that we've been to before. No? You're not going to scout even one time for us? Maybe he just doesn't scout in rooms we've been to. I'm sure that they do, though. Really nothing? Okay. Why can't I open this? There, okay. I guess because we had walked past it? I don't know. It's kind of dumb. Bunch of heirlooms. I really don't need. I guess it is an heirloom chest. I should have thought about that. Here, let's drop those off.
Is struck. A blazing star is born.
I don't think we could take another battle. Not with 3 of us. And having lost my dots. I mean, it's possible. But I don't think it's likely. I don't like our chances. Let's peek, though. Okay, here's a box. Anything? Heirlooms again. I don't need them. I'm telling you right now. What do we see? I don't want to tick this. Oh, we already did. There's nothing up here. Okay. I think I'm going to be a pansy and just call it. Let's just go. We got what we came for. We lost a jester. We got these. I don't want to lose anybody else. We got 15,000 gold from it. And what, 50... Yeah, 54 crests. And then these 2 trinkets. That's fine. We kept the trinkets from the jester, so we didn't lose those at least. Tustain got quick reflexes, which replaced Beast Hater. That's okay. Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye replaced Musical. That's good. He doesn't have that many range skills, though, honestly, so it's really not good, actually. Dud Hitter. Reduce crit if below HP. Again, I'm really sorry for losing the other episode, but hopefully this boss battle will make up for it, even though we did lose a man. And we didn't go get a lot of treasure. I'm tired. I don't want to make more mistakes than I already have. So, that's going to do it for this episode. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.